Yes, baby.
Can you go and look at my webpage, my YouTube, to see if there's a live thing coming up?
Oh, we're going into the live scene again.
Yeah, so don't get cheeky. I think we're live now.
Yes, baby.
Can you go and look at my webpage, my YouTube, to see if there's a live thing coming up?
Oh, we're going into the live scene again.
Yeah, so don't get cheeky. I think we're live now.
Yes, baby.
Can you go and look at my webpage, my YouTube, to see if there's a live thing coming up?
Oh, we're going into the live scene again.
Yeah, so don't
You
get
do have
cheeky.
an open.
I think we're live now.
Yes, baby.
Can you go and look at my webpage, my YouTube, to see if there's a live thing coming up? I'm live,
Oh, we're
and I
going
need
into
to
the
shut
live
this
scene again.
down because I've got that running. So I've got feedbacking. Righto. What's the time? The time is 6:23. I'm just going to have a quick look at the markets. What I'm really looking for here is day trades coming into the London Open. So if anybody's got any ideas, that's if anybody is actually watching this, which I really don't know. Where's it gone? Here. Will not be able to get an update yet. Okay. So I don't need that one. Here we are. There it is. Yeah, is anybody actually watching? 0 viewers. Oh, there you go. But anyway, I'll continue. What the heck? Got to start somewhere. So I have. This is the USDX. Well, I don't trade it. I don't know if anybody else does. According to our swim trading stuff, we're already finished this trade this week. So I don't see why this month. I'm sorry. Why would we be looking to trade this? Right, we've gone from here up to here. But if we're looking at a purely price action perspective, then we can get rid of that, and just for the hell of it, we could get rid of, because this is a good trend up, and that's what we're supposed to look for, right? If anybody's got any comments on that, I'll be more than happy to get them. Odette says, thank you for the webinar, you're more than welcome, just keep the noise down. She's sitting about 10 feet from me right now. So, I mean, I don't need any of this, do I? That was my trade plan, which hasn't worked out, so what I might do is I'm going to go here, template, and I'm just going to go bullish, because the trend is bullish, and bullish dailies. And now I'm just bullish on the dailies. And where is it? There it is, and it's not working. Oh, that's right, I'll give it a 15 minute. So this is 15 minute, this is only the daily pivots. And how's it all working? Well, it's been working bloody brilliantly, really, hasn't it, up till now? Look at that, bam, bang. Didn't get anything here, and there was the buy there. There was a buy in here. We did get it, we just tagged the central pivot for the day there, and it went up to the take profit. Went from here to here, it's quite nice. Went from here. My little tool here is a little bit different to Wayne's. I've just modified the daily pivots. So what's his name? Wyatt's pivots so I should explain that. So this is now the buy zone. So this is the central pivot here. This is the M2. This is the S1. This is the M4, and this is the R2. So it's a take profit zone in a bullish. So we're a bull, as you can see up here. And this, I put the S1 in so that if I'm going to put a stop loss, this is where I'd put it, right? However, I don't know, would you do that with this lower low? I mean, you'd have to go behind the previous lower low, wouldn't you? So you'd be down here somewhere. I mean, in all honesty. But that would be a personal choice. But anyway, continuing on, look, we got an entry here. Had we had a stop in here, it still didn't get stopped out. And another entry in this zone here, and then we went up and took profit, which means we got a profit on both of these two up here. And then we've gone from here up, still haven't reached top, take profit from here up, no take profit here. While the if we had to set our stop loss below, we may have got stopped out. I usually go a few pips below, 3 to 5 pips sort of thing, depending on the spread. Let's have a look at the spread. What's the spread that I have here? Let me see, what have I got to do here? I'm going to go here, and I've got to go mini terminal. Now I don't want the ladder. And let's see out of here. So the spread here is 4 pips. I didn't realise that before. Isn't that funny? I didn't realise that was our spread. So there we go. And our buying zone here. What I would say with this pair, and I've got a few to go through, so I should get moving. This is only the USDX, which I don't trade anyway, so I better move along, right? It's really slowing down, it seems to me, and we haven't hit a take profit zone for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, which is all of this week. So, you know, that's all slowing down. Right, let me get rid of this lot. If anybody's got any pairs we want to look at and discuss, let's do that. Euro USD, say, what have I got here? I need to go back here, and I'll go with that one. And Euro USD, do I need any of the stuff on here? Let's have it closer. Let me have a look here daily. We're going to need nothing in here, really needs to be. I've got all these levels, but they're easy to put back in. Right, I'm going to go with, well, that's bearish, but we're in the same situation as the USDX. Obviously, we always are, right? But it's a pretty good thing to go head down. And we're at a take profit zone, a support zone, I should say. So, I mean, actually, this zone here where we are now, this is the Macron gap when the French had their election in 2017, and that's where it gapped up and it just took off from there. That was the big move. That was a big change. Went up above the 200-day moving average, getting a bit and it maintained that and just continued up for another year. And never crossed the 200 again until a year later, and then was been down ever since. So that's what that zone is, right? Okay, so the trend is down, but I wouldn't be comfortable selling into that. I don't know about anybody else. We can certainly have a look at my template here. Where are my daily bulls? 15 minute, and I'm bearish. Oh, sorry, I should be bearish on this one. What am I doing? Daily bear. There. And once again, well, it's just mirror image really of the of the USDX, isn't it? It does show this system can work if you get the trend, which is what I'm looking for now. But in all honesty, I feel that this trend might be coming to a close, or it's going sideways for a week. Another thing I would point out on this is that let me change this template again. We're in bearish. I'll just go back out here because daily. I'm in daily. These are the monthly pivots, the grey ones, usual story. We had a really good swing here. This month had another good swing here. I do know that the December was not a swing, but November was a swing. So just be aware of that. We've had a few, no, actually December was a good swing. November was not, and October was. So we've had a few good swing months, and the fact is you only get swinging good swing trade months about 40% of the time at best. So based on that, I think, and we've had a good one. I count this as a good swing month, right? I mean, that's close enough for my book, especially when that was off the weekly. So I'll pivot down to here. So I'm not all that confident of next month getting up here, getting another full swing next month. I think we might be down here for a little bit for a month or two. I think, or it could be a continuation down. In which case I should be looking at the thing. But for mine, it's at the bottom of a zone, so I'm not going to call that one. If anybody wants to call me out on that, please feel free. This one I like. Now the trend has been up, but we've reversed off a resistance line, and we're looking here for a stronger yen. USD yen, should we look at that one? Stakes are moving down, maybe not, huh? Is that one we look at? No, right, let's have a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar's, well, it's sideways, I'm long. Losing confidence in it, but you never know. That's not a trend. Look at it. Using our, what do you call it here? What is this tool again? The regression channel. It's been in a downtrend for the last couple of months. You have to go way out here to get an upward trend, but even then, that's sort of, I'm searching to find something. From up here it has been, but for the last couple of months this has been in a downtrend really. So based on that, how can we do this as a trend trade, which is what Wayne was talking about last night. Right, here's another one. What have we got here? This is the Aussie USD. I bought this. I never took profit. It should have been a scalp. I didn't do it. Now I'm back to where I am, and I'm about to get stopped out on that, I'd reckon. But based on this, should we? This is a very, very strong zone, which we're all aware of. Based on this quick move down 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Should we be looking at this from a bearish continuation, which means I should be in a looking for a bearish movement at the beginning of the London session. Let me have. I'll have a look at it from this perspective. Template. Day. I'll just go here and go to the 15. So now we're in looking for selling zones here. Well, we're way below bearish. The sell here. It's messy. How could we? I mean, you could easily have got in them and sold them here, but I don't know about you. But that's unconvincing. I'm not convinced. I mean, it's all well and good to look back and say, "Wow, look at this! Wow, look at this! Wow, look at this!" But that's unconvincing. If you for mine, if you're following the rule, that's my point of view anyway. So if anybody wants to disagree, please do so. Oh, which pair is that? Okay, I'm on the Aussie USD at the moment. I'm on the Aussie USD right now. This looks like it's going to break through. I bought this back here, right there. That's where I bought it. Right there. And it's gone up, and I stayed in, and now I'm going to get stopped out of break even. Bugger. Oh well. Unless it double bottoms and continues up. But good luck with that. Yeah, with the daily, the weekly. This will give me that's a weekly sell on a bearish bias. That was a sell there. Let me have a look at that. So that was on the Monday. Let me have the 15th. This is Tuesday. So right here. Yeah, that's not a sell on the daily. On the weekly it was. So yeah, that's a no. USD CAD. This is reverse, and I'm looking to take this down. I'm already short, as you can see, and I'm maintaining I'm still in that position. I can look at the 15-minute bearish, and once again, it's not good, right? I mean, that's not good. I'd love for this to get in. I really want it to, but it's not really playing the game. So I don't see one there either. So I'm getting through the pairs and not finding much, am I? Kiwi dollar. Well, there we go. That looks a way lot better. So let me go to the 15-minute template there. Well, look at that, beautiful this morning. There it was this morning. So that was this morning rather than this afternoon. To go bearish on that, and it's panned out beautifully. Look at that, down to here. Take profit. Up, back. There we go. Beautiful. So there you go. That's something interesting to look at for the Kiwi. Come in the morning and look at it at the open. Oh, okay, my morning. Wherever you guys happen to be, don't know. It was so this my open here, just for the record, is so it's a zero candle. Is US time, I don't know, Australian Eastern Standard Time, so that's the eastern states of Australia. That's 9 o'clock in the morning for me there. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right there. I'm not sure what that is in the US, so I don't know. But anyway, there we be. Interestingly, that is a double bottom of our support, right? I wonder if that pans out. Have to wait and see on that. But that was a sell there, but once again, there's nothing there for us now. Swissy, USD Swissy, well, that's, well, you know, it's at the pivot where it wants to turn. Interesting candle there too for yesterday. Rejection candle, could have been a sell at the bottom of that or that retracement there. Let me have a look at that 4 hour. How many hours are we in now? I'm at 6:36, so that's 9. So there's 1, 5. So here. So this was the first candle this morning, that candle there. So then we had a down, 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 up, up. So let's have a look at that on a smaller time frame. And that was that there. So had a look at this morning. There's the 382, which is pretty close to the central pivot for the day. Which I'm sorry, it was the central pivot in the sell zone of the what do you call it? The fibs. So that could have been on this morning once again. So it's USD Swissy. That's if you trade the USD Swissy, and we're just about getting down to the take profit zone for that. But is that a one we want to take now? I'm not so sure. Next profit, next sell zone, if you were going to look at this as a reversal, would be I don't know. Would we wait for this to pull back into this zone here for tomorrow, perhaps, ish? Or do we look for this zone here, this level here, to sell off of here? Doesn't help me much now, but once again, could that be a tomorrow? Because we've missed this run, right? So that was an Asian session. So, what candle is that? 240, nearly 3 hours in, so that would be close to what do you call it? Shanghai Open down there. So there you go. And the Noki, oh look at the Noki's rocketing up. Or is it double topping? We're looking at this Noki, and I've been wanting it to come down for the oil, and it's topping again. So it still hasn't. The USD Noki is yet to give us a reversal signal, unlike the CAD dollar, which has, and I've entered it, but we're not sure if it's going to maintain it. So that's USD. Let's have a look at what I might look at now, because we're heading into the London Open. So look at the pound first. Why not? Right. And pound dollar, we looked at this previously. It's just messy. I don't see a trend in there. You could call that a downward trend, I guess. Look at this. I mean, that is a downward trend, right? It's not a great one, but let's have a look at that in that instance on a bearish one on a daily, which is here. So Friday we got a bearish entry, yesterday we got a bearish entry, today we have not. And London's about to open. We could take it off the off of this zone here. But Wayne was saying that, he's saying, imagine you're a London broker or trader stepping in going, right, what am I doing? So he wants a down, 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 up, up, sell. Well, have we had the up, up here? The up, up was over here. So I don't see it. Anybody else? I don't see it. Going on what was covered. What about the euro? I'm long this too, by the way, obviously. We're looking at scalping stuff, so it's a different kettle of fish. Euro pound. Let me have a look at this on a daily. Where are we with this? This has been going down since forever. I mean, can you sell it into a double bottom? Into a monthly take profit zone? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, we're supposed to be looking for scalping opportunities on a trend. Well, that's a downtrend, but really even scalping into a double bottom, into a monthly take profit zone, I don't see it myself. Where's the weekly take profit zone? Way down here. And anyway, wouldn't we really want it to come back to here? Down, 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 up, up, sell. Wouldn't that make a whole lot more sense? And I haven't seen it. I mean, we got the 21. We could sell off the 21. I guess. Once again, using what we were told was covered last night. I don't see it. Yeah, no. I mean, I guess here. You could sell it here, but is that desperate stakes? I mean, really? And that's an R1. And what does that mean? Isn't that what he said? S1, R1, what does that mean? So, and this is the bottom. Like I said, that's support and just above a monthly take profit. Doesn't make sense to me. Daily. This is the pig beast, pound yen, daily chart, daily candles. Kind of in a downward trend, but is this a higher high? Not really. Here's the higher high here. It wouldn't break. It tried to break above that, so no. So could this now be considered a what do you call it? A range, which would suggest this is going to come down. But based on this, it's sideways. I mean, really, it's sideways. What do you get, bullish or bearish on this? You can't. Oh, please, if somebody disagrees, let me know. It's sideways. Am I going to... Look, I mean, okay, looking at it from a smaller point of view, I'll go down to a 1 hour. I'll go down to a 1 hour, and I can look at it like this. Top of the range, off the weekly M3. That was a good sell actually there, wasn't it? Anybody get that? Anybody sell that? It was a good sell there. Missed that one. It's working well too. Maybe hit the 200 and back up to here. That'll be nice for an entry. Right, double top. 1, 2, 3. It looks like that was the sell right there. Okay. Right, let's look at it from a daily point of view then. So 15 minute for me. Never got the entry anyway. I mean, template, there. I mean, there's the bearish sell. There's a bearish sell. Today we never got it. Like I said previously, up to here would have been nice. Would have been very nice, but not just there. Just. Another double bottom. Other than that, we'll be looking for what are you doing? No, give the old Epi then. Maybe this for today, down, back up for tomorrow. Or here, off of this area here. But today, using the daily pivots, I don't see it. Anybody disagree? Any one of you? Of all the one people that are watching? Right. What am I looking at here? Pound on. Pound on. Let me get rid of that squiggle, Mr. Squiggles. Right, pound odd, give me a, well, the trend is up, clearly, higher highs and higher lows. Let me turn this thing off, get rid of all those squiggles. Where's this go from to? Yeah, right, okay. This could be up to here, and this could go down to here, which would give us an entry point. Well, there's the 50. Look at that, perfect. Why, oh why did I miss that? Look at that, beautiful entry, 50, and onwards and upwards. So let's have a look at that on a bullish point of view, because this is higher highs, higher lows. Seems to be above here, a higher high. So we're looking for a higher low. So we've been looking for that off that higher high, higher low, from the M3 down to the M2-ish roll reversal, a bit below there, and we're heading up again. So if we look on a weekly point of view, weekly entry right here at this zone here, nice off the central pivot area, nice entry there for this week. Missed that one as well. Boy, not doing my job off the 382 today. The other day was off the 500. I'll just take this out. So last week was the M2 here, so that was nice. I'll take it out another week, see what we had there. 3. See, I'm seeing all this. This is why I want to do these, because then I can find the stuff for myself as much and have some input from anybody else who's interested in watching. Okay, so there was the last week. Look at that, perfect, absolutely beautiful. Doesn't get much better than that. Look at this. Monthly, weekly M3 on the first at the open of the week, or the month, the week of the month. That was the gap, actually that was the open there. Right there, that was the open. So that was the Friday close. So for mine here, that closed at 9 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. For us Aussies, and look at that M3, what's the target? M1 for the week. Nice! And a roll reversal area. Beautiful. And yeah, there we go. Next week here. See, we got a good swing this week, no swing, and maybe a good swing this week. Actually, while we're on that, I might just have another quick look at, go further out. I'll give it 10, what the heck, why not? 10 weeks. Good swing, no swing. Good swing, look at that. Good swing, good swing. No swing, good swing. No swing, oop trade. Good swing, no swing. Can you find a pattern and all that? But yeah, so there we go. We had a nice bullish, a bearish swing. Now we've had sideways. Now it's looking like on the compressed pivots from this lot, we're going to get another good weekly swing this week. Right, let's get rid of some of them because indicators list. I don't want them all on there, dude. So I'll just put 2 on there. squiggles. So let's go to the daily. 15-minute. So if we decide we want to go bullish on this, look at the nice swing this morning. They're all this morning. Well, this is a pound odd, so this is the Aussie this morning. Aussie weakness, rather than pound stuff. And now, what will they think? The London girls. One calls them London boys. I'm going to call them London girls because I can. I have. So double top support, take profit zone. Here was one take profit, and then it continued. Now we're here. It is kind of painting higher. So wait and see, I guess. And once again, the day trade here was this morning. There it was. There it wasn't. Might have to try doing one of these in the morning. The Aussies and the Yens and the Kiwis. Look at that. So that was this morning day trade. Now look at the pound CAD and look at this morning. Not much happened, but now it looks like it wants to. Look at this day. See, remember the Aussie had a higher high here? The CAD hasn't. What is that? What's it? Oh, is that one of them? So, is this a high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, 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 low, high, high, lower, low, lower, high? Now looking for a lower low from here, but it hasn't panned out. It's been going sideways. I don't know, how do we look at that? Is that a trend? Should we look at that as a bullish trend? I guess we could. There's the 4 hour, there's the 15-minute of daily pivots. Well, there was a buy there off the buy pivot off this level here. If you're a bull on the pound CAD, and I am kind of bullish the CAD at the moment. My plan is always I've been watching the CAD USD, looking for it to turn with the CAD USD, oil, and the Noki USD. Not the CAD USD, the USD CAD to turn. The CAD did give us a reversal signal. The Noki never did, and oil kind of has, which we'll look at soon. But anyway, there's that. So was that a buy? And that was, it hit that bottom at the 8:45 candle. So off the 8 candle, so the 9 is Europe Open. So that's 15 minutes. Is it well, that'll be the 9 candle there. That's the start of the 9 candle. Let me zoom in there first. This is Europe Open, right there. That candle there, that big green candle, that was Europe opening. And that was what are we now? 9:45. Yeah, 10. Yes, that's correct. 9, 10. Yeah. So this London. Yeah, so that's Europe opening hour that we're in now. Those 4 candles there, because these are 15-minute candles, and that's what it's done. And London's about to open. And so, if we wanted to take this up, this is a good one to take into consideration. We got this. So maybe we could look at this. Although the buy really was here an hour ago at the Europe Open. There, there, there. So you can put that one down to watch the pound CAD in the next hour or two to do exactly that. London's about to open, 4 minutes. So they're all sitting down, they're all in their office making coffees, turning their computers on. Might be a couple of them sitting down, throwing down a trade or two at the moment. So there's one, pound CAD, worth looking at. Pound Swissy. Well, the Swissy's been stronger this week, but look at this. Here's one. London boys about to come in and see this. Would that encourage them to buy? This stakes, recently I've been tempted to change to an RSI. I really am. So many people I see elsewhere use RSIs. Wayne, I use the stakes because Wayne always did. But more and more I see people using RSI. I don't see many people using stochastics. I really don't. So I'm really thinking about changing the RSI. I'm not going to have both. Having to, what do you call them? Of this type of indicator is senseless. Instead of the one, so it's the RSI or the Stokes. I'm tempted to change to the Stokes. I'm looking at this candle here, and we've got 2 minutes. It's only a little candle, it's only a short time frame, but these sorts of candles, rejections at levels, do matter. And at that level there, the London boys are coming in, they're sitting down. This is the weekly sell M3 zone there, back down to here, roll reversal for the week off the central pivot. That would give us, this one's looking interesting actually when I look at it. And how's that for a bit of confluence? Up to here, take profit here. Maybe for a bearish down next week, for another buy off of here. Next week's the last week of the month. Mind you, that's this here actually gives us a target of this level here. Okay, now I'm just confusing things. Let me ignore that. And what do I do? Otherwise, analysis paralysis. Yeah, this is for this weekly. That's looking good. All this monthly stuff. Can you do that? Sure. Why not? Because for the weekly, that's looking pretty good. I'm thinking. I don't know about what you guys think, but that's what I'm seeing. Somebody going to give me a reply in there, or one of my viewers? Do you think that looks good? Or is she not looking?
I'm looking, but I don't know what I'm looking.
Oh, I'm sorry, pound Swissy. I'm on the pound Swissy, Missy.
Yes. Okay.
15 minute. 4 hour. I'm on the 4 hour. I'm on the 4 hour. I'll go down to the 15 minute now. But see, that's really rejected. That's a 4 hour candle, and it seems to be really responding to that.
4 hours. Yeah, it's rejecting the weekly central pivot.
Yeah. It is only the weekly, the daily S1. Let's come off the daily S1, which only gives us up here. So, honestly, looking at the dailies here, that doesn't look as promising, does it? Nobody bought here, at this level here. Well, maybe they weren't because they wanted it down here regardless. Wanted it down to this level here, which is our roll reversal area, as we saw on the larger time frames in the 4 hour. Go back to the 4 hour and zoom in. Off of this zone here. If I set up to here, this zone, what about there, look at that, across to here, to there. Yeah. It's kind of, what we're asking ourselves, are the London ladies sitting down right now looking at their things, because they are, as I'm saying, this is exactly what they're doing. And if anybody's looking at this pair, the pound specialists, and they are in London, would they be looking at that for a buy? The pound bulls. That's the question we need to ask ourselves. That's why we're doing this. Looking at this, that's why I'm looking at this. And on the 4 hour candle, that's looking like a rejection candle. Actually, there should be a new candle. Shouldn't it? Okay, I'll take it back. Oh no, I've still got 2 hours on that candle. Alright. London's opening right in the middle of that candle. That's candle countdown, that one. Tells me we've got 2 hours left on the candle. Right, but that's another one we can watch. So pound CAD and pound Swissy. Pound Kiwi. OMG, look at this. You can't buy into that, can you? You just can't. I mean, really. I mean, from look, here's another one this morning. Being here this morning of this. And, you know, you got every chance that you're going to take profit up there. But the fact is, based on this here, well, myself personally, I would not have set my take profit up there. I would have set it here somewhere, which it hasn't quite reached. That's your weekly M3, that level right there. That was this morning, again, and the Kiwi again. So that's the Asian currencies. So I'm going to be here in the morning. I'm going to do one of these in the morning and make myself look at them, find some of this stuff. Right. So it's the pound pairs. Let's go and have a look at oil. I want to get off now because it's been going for 40 minutes, and one of my viewers are probably getting bored with it. Okay, Brent. This is Brent. Breakout. Come back, retest, gone. But then when I look at XTI, it's off the M3, weekly M3. Last week was a nice buy. It was a nice buy of last week's M2. This week we're off the M3 and we're heading down. It's just we own the world's gassiest dog. It's killing me. You got this level here, which is a monthly M2. That pivot across there. You got the weekly central pivot, and you've got the weekly M2. Can you consider this a higher high for a higher high low? I don't think so. That's not high enough to call that a higher high. That's pretty much on the money for the range, top of the range, really, isn't it? For mine, anyway. I couldn't argue against that. I mean, yeah. So, you know, then you're buying in the middle of the range. Is that a sensible way of operating? Let's have a look at the 15 minutes for daily stuff. What have we got? Well, there, look, once again, mind you, this is oil off the open this morning, off here, off the open, the M3. What is this? Is it just a, what is it? Oh, it's the top of the channel. I just drew that in, so we can ignore that. Well, I do know that that's the weekly what was it? Weekly M3. The channel is the weekly M3. So that was a sell this morning at the open. Clean as you like. $19.31. So that's the open at 10 o'clock. And it closed at 19:30, which is very early in the morning my time. 19:30 candle is I'm trying to get it here. That's 5 hours before the close. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, so that's about 4:30 in the morning. That green candle there, and the next candle was at 10 o'clock this morning my time. That's my hour 1 candle there. It was a sell. All 4:30 in the morning, and I was there at 4:30 in the morning. Actually, it wasn't far off, were we, with the actually, it would have been bloody close with that webinar last night. Righto, and away it goes. So there was another one this morning. So I'm seeing more in the morning, actually. The ones I've seen today have been more in the morning. Let's have a look at this. What time was this where that rolled over? Was 8:45, 9. Right, this candle here in the middle, which was a nothing candle, it's a doji in there, was the European Open right there. That was pre-European Open, and that was the European Open there. Right now it's London Open. So London Open, is there a reason to buy that? And based on those levels, I'm not seeing it. Unless you got, you can, I think that's getting a bit desperate. I mean, sure, there can be some support there, but for doing a scalp off of that, I don't think so. It doesn't meet the criteria. If anybody wants to disagree, please feel free to do so. Look at the platinum one. You wanted to get long platinum, longer term. I've never traded it before. I've never traded it before, and I should have been looking earlier in the month because I had several entries off that because I wanted to go long this one. And I've only did it Monday. I did this, so it was yesterday. There you go. To start looking at platinum. I've been told, I was reading somewhere that they reckon platinum has a bright future with all the electrical candles and all that. And one fellow I was listening to, he was saying that he looks for longer term bottoming patterns. He says, looking for longer term bottoming patterns, and that's kind of what I looked at. I thought, well, could that be one? Longer term bottoming pattern, and we can look to go long for a longer time. Taking long positions. I don't know what the holding fees are for this. Carry fees, I don't know. Anyway, just a quick look at the Bitcoin. And I'll leave it there. Not looking promising on my bloody trade. I sold this doink down, up, sell, and looking for it to continue down. I know the MAs have moved up. Testing this again, and I probably got in too early. I'm going to have a look at the 5 minute. Even on the 5 minute, I think Yarn was the one that suggested I look at a 5 minute one, and he's probably right. Mind you, I've sort of got this down from here, down, up, sell, but it went down, up, sell, up. And my my stop loss is up here, above the, what do you call it? But if it shows that it's respecting these MAs, I'll probably just jump out shortly. If it doesn't show signs of turning, and learn a lesson on that. I'm out. Thanks to everybody, or one of you, for joining in my live webinar. Later. I didn't